Hi darling. Welcome back to my channel again. Probably maybe you are not familiar with the story behind Face It Alone and how they made it. This is the right channel for your question. Just watch the whole video for more details. Thanks for coming and for watching.
Your life is your own. You're in charge of yourself.
Queen released a new song, Face It Alone, on October 13, 2022. Well, it's not exactly new. It's an unreleased song they recorded in 1988 when legendary lead singer Freddie Mercury was still alive. It was the time when he was working with the Lyrical album, but sad to say, he didn't finish the song to its fullest because his health declined. Today, let us discuss the story behind the song Face It Alone of Freddie Mercury. But before that, if you are not yet my subscriber, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to share this video after watching.
You have to face it all alone.
For over 8 years of silence since the world didn't hear another song and voice from Freddie Mercury, and for all over 31 years since he left the world, the Queen band released the unheard song of Freddie and moves the heart of the world because each and every one of us can relate this song when we face the reality of our life.
In the end,
Face It Alone was recorded in the sessions for Queen's 1989 album, The Miracle. The band had forgotten about the recording, but rediscovered it when they returned to the sessions as part of a reissue box set for the album. After 31 years since Freddie Mercury died, Brian May and Roger Taylor had worked together to keep the Queen's name in the spotlight. They'd given pretty much everything a go and managed to keep up a release schedule that would shame a band with a frontman in the prime of life. Face It Alone. This is one of the never-heard songs before of Freddie Mercury. Brian May and Roger Taylor discovered a cache of 6 hitherto unheard songs recorded during their sessions on 1988 The Miracle, Mercury's penultimate album with the band. If we look Face It Alone, it is somewhere between a lie and the truth. A lie because it is not a bad song, and the truth because Freddie Mercury wrote and sang it beautifully before leaving Earth. This song is more an approaching classic and apparently though it was unsalvageable until corrected by studio engineers.
when something so dear to your life.
Everyone involved has clearly done their best with what was available, but even with the engineers' technological ministrations, it still sounds somehow unfinished. A recording that's been tricked out into a funerally paced song, the drums thudding along like the theme tune from Mastermind, rather than a lost gem. The verse is sung twice with minor alterations the second time around, and the chorus and some extempore singing tucked onto the end.
Falls down beside you, cries can be heard.
It's hard to believe it would have ended up like this had Queen completed it in the late 80s. That said, the real attraction is the presence of Mercury, and it's hard to fault his vocal, which is every bit as emotive and OTT as you might want a hitherto unheard Mercury vocal to be.
We might as well be deaf and dumb and blind.
Even when tentatively essaying a work in progress, effectively singing the same verse twice, he was declined to give it less than 150%. The lyrics meanwhile sound as they were cut from a similar cloth to the Miracle closing track Was It All Worth It, or Hang On In There, which originally turned up on the B-side of I Want It All.
I want it all. I want it all. I want it all.
The former song reflected on Queen's history. The latter grasped for optimism, but hindsight made both feel like the work of a man facing his own morality. Mercury had been diagnosed with AIDS a few months before sessions for the Miracle began. The same is true of Face It Alone, which, as its title suggests, doesn't carry much of a hang-on in their sanguinity. Life explodes. Cries can be heard. The moon has lost his clothes. And when something so deep, so far and wide holds down beside you, in the end, you have to face it all alone.
Where the moon has lost its glow.
The recording sessions for The Miracle in 1988 were beset by the tension of Mercury's HIV diagnosis the year before. The lyrics to the Face It Alone suggest Mercury's mind frame following his positive diagnosis. The chorus begins with a singular pride. Your life is your own. You are in charge of yourself, master of your home. Before devolving into lonely stoicism in the end, you have to face it alone. The song is not only a glimpse behind the curtain of Mercury's mental state and is a rare example of newly released music by the band after his death in 1991.
When something so near and dear to life explodes inside, you feel your soul is set on fire.
I just want to shout out and thank those people who joined my channel's membership button, and to those who sent me super thanks every time I upload a new one. To Linda Blifert, Michelle Brobst, Sarah Thomas, Jolodib, Molly Beverly, and Mon Creek. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, my friends, for your help, love, and support for me and my channel. Every time you do that, it motivates me to do more. I will appreciate more if you will send me some super thanks after watching this video. Thank you so much again, and God bless. Shalom.